Okay, foundations, we are starting to do our drawings. And first I want to just let you know this is what we're going to be drawing at the moment. This is called our template. We need to make sure we have all our layers set up. And if you haven't set those up, look at the other video for layers and go ahead and set those up. But here's your layers. You got projection, dimension, center. And you also, I don't have it up here, dimension, which I'm just going to leave it as that for now. But your dimension layer, it's the green layer. Again, watch the video over layers before this if you haven't set these up. But once you set these up, you're going to go ahead and use this document from now on. So this is what we're looking at. If you're looking at drawings 1 through 12, all of them have the length of 5. All of them have the height of 2.5, and all of them have the width of 1.5. So with that, I'm always going to end up with this block to start out with. I'm going to show you the measuring of it. If I click here, click, and it's hard to see because I'm not zoomed in, but you can see it is 5. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and delete that. Okay, so I'm in projection layer. I'm going to switch to my object layer. I'm going to go ahead and erase this to show you what we're doing. So first thing you're going to do is you're going to get your line command. So you're going to click, make sure that ortho is selected. Notice right there, that little icon, make sure it's turned on. Point this direction, hit 5, enter. Once you do that, you're going to have this tail. Let's go ahead and escape. So now you just have a 5-inch line. Zoom in a little bit, space bar, and I can pan this down to where I want it. Okay, so now I know the height of this by looking at the drawings 1 through 12. They all are, the height is 2.5. So I'm going to offset, O, enter, 2.5, enter, click, and point up. Okay, once I have that, now I have the top of my front view and the bottom of my front view. So now I'm just going to go ahead and make that rectangle by filling these in with lines. L, enter. Make sure this green icon comes on. If it's not, you come down here, and that's the object snap right here. Make sure it's turned on. Okay, so we're going to go here and snap to this one, to that one. Hit escape, and there's my first box. That's the front view. Okay, now between my views, I want a 1-inch gap. To make a parallel line, I always use offset, so I'm going to hit offset, O, enter. My distance is going to be 1, enter. I'm going to click, point up. Now go ahead and do it to the right side. Anything I do to the top, I need to do it to the right. Click and come over. Now my width is going to be from here over or from here up. Again, whatever I do on the top, I have to do over here. If you look at the drawings 1 through 12, my width is 1.5. So offset, 1.5, enter. Click, point up. Do it over here at the same time. Click and point over. This gap should be smaller than this gap. This gap here should be smaller than this gap. If it doesn't look smaller, then you might have clicked 1. So make sure it is 1.5. Now I'm going to go ahead and fill them in. Click, click, escape, L, enter, click, click, escape, L, enter, or I just did another shortcut where I just hit enter, click, click, enter, enter, click, click. By clicking enter, what it does, it puts the last command that I had, puts it in play. Now, the only thing I need to do is this 45-degree projection line. Now, I can do it 2 ways. I can either leave it in the O or the object or switch to projection. So I'm going to do it this way just in case you guys mess up and you forget. So we'll hit L, enter. Specify first point, and we'll click here. Now what you want to do is go the direction that you wish to go. So I'm going to go up this angle. Now the angle is 45 degrees. So from here, you have to do this series of commands. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do Shift 2, which if you notice on the screen, it puts the @ symbol there. Now, if you notice the blue symbol, it's looking for a distance. I'm going to pick 5 just because I know it's long enough. Now I'm going to go to Shift, comma, which is the angle symbol. Look how I goofed it up. I hit a button on accident. I'll do it again. Click here, go up, Shift 2, 5, Shift, comma, and now if you notice, it's asking for an angle. 4, 5, I'm going to hit Enter after this. Not once did I hit Enter until just now. Now if you notice, I have this tail, hit Escape. Now I have my projection line. The problem is it's object, it's white. So if you did the same thing, you forgot to change it to these, what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight it, select here, go down to projection. Now this is my template. Okay, so now I'm going to go up here, File, Save As. Make sure you're going to click this button right here, make it bigger. You're going to go to your desktop or your documents, wherever you choose. I'm going to hit Documents. You want to create a new folder and call it AutoCAD with your name on it. Then label this template. Okay? And it's going to ask me to save over it. I'm just going to say yes. And it's going to say, well, I've already got one open right here. So I'm going to close that one, don't save. And now I'm going to do it again. File, Save As, Template. In my folder, save, replace, sure, because I already had one open. So now I have a template. This is how you start your drawings. You got to make sure you have a good template. If a template's no good, then the rest of the drawings won't be any good. Now I want you to look at drawing 1. If you look at drawing 1 on in your book or on Canvas, there's a line right here. The top view is given and the right view is given. This view is not. So on the top, there's a line right here. It says from this line over 1 inch. So I'm going to offset, 1, enter, click, and click. Now that the top's finished. Now over here on the right side, there's a line right here. It says from this line up is a 1/2 inch. So I'm going to go offset, 0.5, enter. The bottom line and point up. So now this view's done and this view's done. Now the front view is missing. What you want to do on the drawing, look in the corner. It's going to have a shaded area. That's what you're looking to draw. Anything that's colored is going to be what you're drawing. So on the front, you need projection lines. So anything on the top, vertical lines come down, horizontal lines go over and down, and then on the right, anything horizontal goes over, and anything vertical goes up and over. So I'm going to show you how that works. I'm going to switch to my projection lines, L, enter. Anything vertical, notice this should line up with that white line. If it does, you don't need to draw this because it's already there. L, enter. I'm going to do this one. L, enter all vertical lines. If it matches up, great. Don't worry about it. Hit escape. Now there is these two. I'm going to show you, we really don't need to do these, but I'm going to show you why we do them right now. These are my horizontal lines to go over. I'm going past it so it doesn't snap to it, because this is what happens if you try to stop on it. See how it switches down to the middle here? It's trying to snap. So I just go all the way through it. I'll enter. Where this intersects should be that white line. So that's why I don't need to do these top ones, because they're on the edge. If there's one in the middle, I'd want to do it. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and stop there. Now from the right view, I'm going to come over. Again, that should match up. Hit escape, L, enter. Here's the one in the middle. I'm going to go over. Now again, if you look at the shape on your drawing, it looks like kind of a doorstop. It starts, goes over to this point, and then it comes down to this point, and then there's a little front edge here. So I can do it just like this. I'm going to switch my gears, go to object layer, L, enter, click here, go down and click there. Now my shape is there. Now it's just a matter of trimming. Trim, what object you want to cut down to. So this one. We'll hit enter. And I can say I want to get rid of that and get rid of that. Now you're done with drawing one. Now, if you don't like these, you could come up here and just see what it looks like by turning off this little white dots and eyeball so you can kind of see. Now you can go compare what I've already done for you and so you can see if it's right. I'm going to turn that back on so we don't lose those, but there we go. What you want to do now, since it's labeled template, if you notice that says template, we're going to go File, Save As, make sure it's in your folder, Drawing 1, goodie. Make sure you put your name on it. Hit Save. It's going to say Replace because I've already done this once, and it's already open, so I'm going to click it. That's actually 2. But File, Save As, Drawing 1, and say yes. Okay. So from here, you go ahead and close this. Then you go File, New Drawing. Actually, sorry, my bad. Drawing Open Recent Template. Now look at Drawing 2, start Drawing 2. Okay, that's how you get started. Hope this helps.